Hey, 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 hey! How y'all doing this New Year's Eve? I know y'all nice and well rested, and hopefully a lot of you are not at work, but some of you are at work. Welcome! I'm not going to do the day song because it is Friday. Okay, I lied. Yeah. It's Friday. It's Friday. It's Friday. It is the last day of 2021. Oh Lord, where did I put my remote control? We're gonna hear some of that other song because I can't find my remote control. I'll be right back. I'm not gonna do this whole show with that playing in the background. There it is. Hi y'all. Okay, so welcome to the last morning chat of the year. And possibly the last morning chat. I don't know. We're gonna discuss this in this 2021 in review with According to AKARA. Again, thank you all for watching. I want to say I've been doing the morning chat. It's been going on for a while. I want to say since, spring of this year. I don't know the exact same day that I started doing the morning chat, but I know it was from the summertime when it turned into, or no, not even then. Ooh, child. I think my first morning chat was it did start in the summer. Morning chat, I was doing morning rides. Then when for whatever reason, I was home, I did the morning chat. And then it turned into Monday through Friday, just the morning chat. And in October. Yeah, that's when I started it. So, let's talk about it. Let's do the last morning sip. No news snippets today. So, I'm going because this is the last day and I'm a creature of habit. Elderberry. You know what it is. Velveteen, elderberry. I just really like this color purple, this deep reddish purple lipstick. I just really like it. It makes me feel very much sexy. Hello. Hey, we got somebody that showed up on IG. Is it true? Is it true? Are you there? Oh my God. Thank you. How you doing? I ain't even gonna, I don't want to say it. And I don't want to mess it up. But T Boogie, I'm gonna just call you T. It's Tumarinsin. I said I wasn't gonna try, but I did. I'm sorry. But thank you for showing up, child. I love it. I love it when people actually show up on IG. How you doing? Welcome to the morning chat. We're gonna be doing a year in a review of just me starting podcasts and doing vlogs and editing and all that stuff. So it's going to be interesting. I do want to shout out my Bigo Live. They always show up strong over here. Cindy, Cat Lover Resist joined. Thank you for joining me here on Bigo Live. Carla is on vacation, question marks. Thank you for sending the horn emoji. I don't know if that's Arabic or Asian type. I don't know what that is, but thank you for sending your gift. Thank you so very much. Thank you, Andrew, question mark, for the smiley face. Oh, that just really makes me feel good. I want to see you on my birthday. Um, RCS, question marks. You send me smiley faces too. Keep on. Thank you. I love it. I love it. Okay, so at any rate, so let's get into it. My morning sip being sipped out the According to AKARA mug is available on Teesprings, according to AKARA drinkware or drink line. I think that's what I have it as. But at any rate, I'm that is my light roast, not Colombian, uh, Brazilian roast coffee that I got from the Cab Farmers Market. If you're in the Atlanta metropolitan area, that is one of my happy places. The Cab Farmers Market. I just love the variety, and I'm really deciding if I'm going to go there today and go ahead and get me a couple of bags of coffee beans for the new year, so I'm ready. I don't want to be sitting up here and trying to find, you know what I'm saying? Not that there's any news on that, but get your coffee if you're a coffee drinker. So, but before I go really into the year review, let me thank every single one of you. I am so proud of the views that I got through IG Reels. I got 23K views of me doing that dance. I said, let me show you how to do the dance. First of all, jump, bend, point in this shirt, bend, and clap. That one, yes, that reel, I've gotten 23K views for that reel and 647 likes of that reel. And I just want to thank you so much. I did that just because I love that song, and I love it was so funny to me. And he said, "Let me show you how to do dance." And I seen everybody's doing it. I'm liking everybody. I said, "I could do that. I could do that." I mean, if anyone knows, Reels is competitor is TikTok. So this is like IG's way of doing that. IG and Facebook, all of them is under the same Zuckerberg uh, um, umbrella, and it's not Facebook, it's Meta and all that stuff. But it was their competition, and I love it. It's much easier for me to navigate than TikTok, even though according to AKARA is on TikTok. Okay, and I think I made a video or two, but not nothing, And I'm really just copying what someone else do. Thanks to the person who did the dance and started the dance challenge for that one. It's fun, and I love the fact that you made it very easy for someone, a 50-year-old woman in 4 days could do, and it's just fun, you know. I haven't gotten that many with I never been with a baddie, but I checked out that artist, and that was I never been with a baddie. That whole rap was a freestyle. Oh my goodness, and it just blew off because someone didn't put a dance with it. I might have to tell uh uh um Johnny Rico, you might need to do a song that could do it. Never been with a Betty. They have a dance with it. That seems like that's what makes it go viral. But God blesses everybody in their own way. And for me, this is the first time I've got 23K views on anything. And I really appreciate it though. And I'm glad that you all enjoyed it. And I might be putting out a little more videos. Put some respect on my name. Put some respect on my name. So I really like that, and I appreciate it, and I want to thank all of you all for just sticking by me and or watching and showing up. And for some of you that come here, thank you, Gold Link, for the hearts and the smiley faces. I love it. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. So I really, really appreciate everything and the views and doing stuff. So let's talk about 2021 for according to AKARA, for me, just me right now, the accomplishments. I didn't write anything down. It's kind of easy to remember. I started this year and just happy that I got through 2020 with no COVID. You know what I'm saying? None of my family members getting COVID. I was happy that was the year 2020. Just happy with all the blessings and with such the tragedy of the vid. And I already said the word COVID. I hope they don't shadow ban me on this last day of the year. You know what I'm saying? But it is what it is. I didn't say it is there. But with all the pandemic and the shutdown, I was tremendously blessed last year. Okay. Last year, it isn't we ain't in 2022 yet, so I'm talking about 2020. With all the craziness that happened, I was able to um, finance a car. I got a job, finance a car. My son got out of jail, prison and jail. Um, he got his own place. I got my own place. Good blessing, and I was just happy and celebrating that we got out. We got out blessed. We got out unscathed by the vid. Okay. 2021, I put nothing on 2021 because in 2019, I was like, oh, I have never in my life said knowingly, recalling like and meaning it without saying, yeah, it's my year. Okay, but I knew 2020 was AKARA's year. Okay. And it still was my year, but not the way I wanted it. So I'm not putting nothing on 2020. I'm just happy. I made it out. I made it out all right. I made it out. I made it out all right. Okay. That was the thing. Thank you, John P. Key, one of the great gospel artists, okay, of all time. Yeah, I'm gonna say it. You know, um, uh, so regular year. I'm just like, thank you, Lord. I got to see my family during Thanksgiving of 2020. I'm happy. You know what I'm saying? I didn't do anything special. I took myself to bed for the new year. And actually, no, correction. I was 20. No. 2021, I was not doing that. What I said I was doing. that was 2019. So, it was just a regular year, I thank you, Lord. I still had what I had going on. Um, and I had this bright idea that I had been wrestling with for a minute. And I wanted to do, because me and my, at the time, well, no, I hadn't talked to her by that time, but me and the few friends that I had, we had, thank you, Melissa Photo, for showing up, for joining. We had, we have really passionate discussions about things, and we thought of things differently, and I want to put that on film. You know what I'm saying? And the two people, the people that I asked that we should do this, we should record this, we should go on video and have these discussions, you know, and see what other people think. And, you know, my cousin didn't want to do it. Um, and there, I couldn't think of anybody else. It was my cousin and I, and then my friend Lisa. And I know we have awesome discussions, best friend, and we passionately argue our points, and yet we still love each other. And I thought that it was a great idea. We should have this. And but one of us, you know, again, my cousin didn't want to do it. Lisa, I called Lisa. I said, "Hey, I have this idea." You know, and I know you said that you was thinking of doing a podcast and you started getting stuff to do your own podcast. And I said, we should link up and do it. She said, you know, yeah, I had me and my girlfriend here, friend girl, she's married to a man. My friend Lisa is married to a male, man born that way, cisgendered and all. Okay. Um, she had someone else that she was going to be doing this with. And it's like, well, then shoot, that is even better because you got three different opinions where we can argue passionately our points and show the world that, hey, but we don't hate each other, respect each other's opinion, but we can still passionately argue our points, whatever. So she asked a friend, she said, nah, I'm not really down with doing it, blah, blah, blah. I said, well, then let's do it. You know, so, you know, I thought, I'm thinking, I've been watching Zooming with the Homies all 2020, and everybody's doing Zoom. And so we tried to do Zoom. It was a whole fiasco. Okay. We came up with a name of the Prepper and the Prophet because my friend Lisa, or AKA the Purposeful Prepper, is a prepper. She's one that she has a garden and her and her husband have a garden. They have gas containers. I mean, you know, gas caddies full of gas in their at their home that they fill up maybe quarterly, you know, in case of there's a gas shortage or, you know, gas prices rise to the point that it's damn ridiculous, you know, like they are now. Um, and they fill up once every quarter or so. And I I wonder if somebody's trying to get through somewhere. Because all of a sudden I'm hearing a tick. But anyway, keeping going. The devil is a liar. And we started that. It was a whole fiasco. We ended up having to go through Skype and record our videos and then editing. Oh, now I understood like Kev on Stage and That Chick Angel and all the other podcasters that I watched. What's her name? Lovely T. All of them talking about. Now I understand why if those who did ask for money on their podcast, because this is painstakingly long. You know, editing ain't easy. And then you have to pay for the programs to help edit it and, you know, put the certain sounds in. I learned about I got struck a couple of times because I was playing music in the background that wasn't copywritten and I didn't have the right to put it on my channel. Oh, the whole thing. You know what I'm saying? And going through that, then you know, eventually moving on from that, when it comes from podcasting, I had way bigger ideals of what I wanted to do. I wanted to really grow the Prepper and the Prophet brand. I'm really thinking of the business point of view of it. Like I'm like I am structuring what we're going to talk about. I'm basically producing the Prepper and the Prophet shows that we recorded each once a week, and I'm coming up with subject. Now, not to say I ran them past my partner in podcast, the Purposeful Prepper, Lisa, aka Lisa. with it, but a lot of the ideas, and I'm just saying this from my point of view. She's gonna probably watch this like, and I don't recall it being like that. Oh yeah, child. I know I'm gonna hear it, but it's all good. I love her, but This is according to AKARA, not Prepper and the Prophet. Okay. We're not there. This is me. This is my story. And I was coming up with these ideas. I have all these ideas. We can talk on this. Let's talk on that. Let's see if we can get this person, and I'm really in it to make it a show. I'm thinking of Prepper and the Prophet as a show, not as something I'm doing on the side. I'm actually seeing this as a possible way of creating an income. Because you can, I know, because there's people on YouTube doing it. But also do it with something that I enjoy doing, like talking on the mic, like talking, period. Boom, talking. Yeah, 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 yeah. And if you really get to know me, I love to talk. Okay. And I like sharing information. I like sparking conversation or a thought. Because I have a lot of thoughts. It's like, you know, and I like sharing it. Maybe somebody out there thinks the way I think. That was what it is. Long story short, by the summertime, around August, it was very clear. It was made very clear by my partner. And I'm going to say it, I got kicked to the curb. I mean, I was trying to make it sound so nice and whatever. I got kicked to the curb. He's like, no, you need to do, we need to part ways. Okay. And it did not feel good. We did go through a brand change. We changed our name from the Prepper and the Prophet. I had no problem with it. I personally feel like, before I got kicked to the curb, we tried to change the name from Prepper and the Prophet. I didn't have a problem with the name. I know with all my heart she probably had a problem with it. Not a problem. Okay, I get it. Maybe because of the prophet portion of it. Because people, I felt the energy where people, how the hell she call herself a prophet? Because I speak according to what I hear. Okay. Now, do I hear it from a human being or do I sense the vibe? I'm prophetic. I know it. I've done it. I've seen it. I hear things. God shows me things. And when it's time for me to say it, I say it. But I see a whole lot more than I tell you I see. I notice a whole lot of stuff. God shows me a lot of stuff. Okay. So I know I'm a prophet. Okay. But, a prophet is not respected in his own house. Because they say, who is she? How she going to call herself a prophet and she be cussing like a sailor? What does that have to do with being a prophet? Of hearing from him and speaking. Tell me where the hell where that go at? Do you hear me now? Hello? Is this thing on? And if you quote what I just said, does that make you any less, you know what I'm saying? Prophetic? Can you not hear? Did you not speak what I said? Oh, but he just did this last night. So, at any rate, that was my opinion about that. I really felt like, and she might have had more religious, and I do believe my friend Lisa, love her dearly, is a whole lot more religious than me. Okay, I have a relationship, and I treat it like that. I'm God's daughter. I'm not his servant. I serve him, but not because I'm his servant. Hello, but I'm his daughter, and I go to him like a daughter, not a servant, wishing and praying. Maybe if I'm good to good old massa, okay. And I'm not saying that that's the way Lisa is, but that's just me. Okay, maybe I am. I don't know. Don't hate me now. Okay, I'm just being 100%. Still love her. Maybe the truth of how I feel is coming out. It definitely is coming out. I did not like it. I had my misgivings. That that was the issue. But that's what it was. So I'm like, okay, we're gonna change the name. Oh, let's change the name. I didn't argue with it. Okay, let's change the name to something that's more down our lane. And if you ask me, my spirit tells me that the name change prompt probably came from someone else. Someone was in her ear saying you might want to change the name because it doesn't fit what y'all are saying. Okay, so in actuality, it really wasn't fitting what we were saying, what we were doing, prepper and the prophet. She wasn't telling you. She was telling you how to prep, but was I being prophetic? I feel like there was sessions where I could have, but and I feel like it just didn't go. Anyway, so I agree with it. Let's do it. I said, okay, well, I really want to embrace the auntie brand because I am. I'm an auntie. I'm not a grandma yet. And, you see the gray hair, but I'm not no auntie. I mean, I'm not a granny. Okay, I'm not even a granny in real life. I don't have any grandchildren. Looking in the camera at my son. No, no pressure. No pressure. Now, I don't want you to do nothing that you're not ready to deal with. Okay, at this time, you need to be able to take care of yourself first. And you are managing. And I'm proud of you. But so we went from Prepper and the Prophet to listen to your aunties, and then maybe 2 to 3 weeks later, it's like this ain't working. Okay, it hurt me. It hurt my feelings. Not that it needed to come to an end, because I kind of sensed that that's what it was in the first place. With the name change, the rebranding of the Prepper and the Prophet. I think that was an attempt to kind of let me down easy. I think that when we wanted the name change, when she wanted the name change, that was really supposed to have been the day that she cut me loose. I think I was bringing her down because she did not have a pod that I know of. Now, if there was a podcast out there for the Purposeful Prepper or for Lisa or whatever situation where she was already up and running podcast, I didn't know of it. Okay. But she does have a group on Facebook where they talk about the end time prophecies. Okay, and she's been a part of the prepper community for a while, so she already had a following in a different area. Okay, and I feel like she probably saw me as a weight to her. That's the way I felt. Um, and it wasn't a good look for her. Okay, I think she did it. Let's try it, and I appreciate the opportunity. Honestly, after I got off, once I licked my wounds and realized what it was, I started my own thing, and I could see it for what it was and appreciate the freedom and just start my own. And here we are. And that's in August of 2021, I started according to AKARA. And so I started doing under my brand, having my Instagram changed to according to AKARA. I changed that. So that's just where it started. And so I was doing the morning rides in the morning with the prepper and the prophet, the morning rides with the prophet. And I just was telling you how it was and what I was thinking, because I have a lot of things that I'd be talking and thinking about, and knowledge that and wisdom of my, at the time, 49 years, that I just want to share, because I think a lot of people think, I just think there's some things I know and experience can help somebody else out. You know what I'm saying? I can't be the only one. I know I'm not the only one who think the way I think, is going through what I've already gone through. There is some young person that might hear me and say, you know what, for real, I didn't even think about that, or whatever. So that's really what I always wanted to do. I actually wanted to write a book of just like little things that I've learned throughout the years. And I'm still going to write the book, but podcasting or vlogging or whatever this is, content creating on social media was the easiest way to get it started, at least. So now that I have gone through the beginning of vlogging or content creating on YouTube and editing, I've been through that with Prepper and the Prophet. I mean, the Prepper and the Prophet. And so let's do it. Let's go. And so I did my own thing, and I announced the new on my YouTube page through a short that, hey, according to AKARA is here. I've created a new page, a new show, a new podcast. And what I considered a new podcast at the time. And unasked for by me. Thank you, Melissa. Thank you very much. I'm gonna keep on pulling out the ideas, and as I get guided, I'm gonna do what I do. Melissa Photos. I hope I'm saying that right. Melissa. Oh, I'm sorry. She said that I have good ideas. Yeah, a lot of ideas is good at the, implementing them is the challenge, but not always. Sometimes it just matter of just doing it. So I announced my new show, my new channel, and I started doing my morning rides. Well, I was doing it, and it just changed to according to AKARA morning rides. You know what? When she said, she's okay, thank you, Melissa. Prepper and the Prophet does not roll off the tongue very easily. True. So, according to AKARA, it is, so I came to that because I'm opinionated. Prepper. What you should say, what's the word? Prepper is the word. Prepper. Like pepper with the R after the first P. And so I did that and I started doing the morning rise. I was still continually doing it, just giving you my morning talk as I'm driving into my 9 to 5. And then I had some time off. I had to use my vacation time. So I had taken a week off in October and I didn't do nothing for the first 3 days. I just lazed around the house, talked to my friend Lisa, you know what I'm saying? And then one Wednesday morning, everything, I got up. I I got my podcast. I know it has the prepper. She said my tongue. Look, I could be Tahir's cousin. You hear me with the tongue twist? Oh, I'll be the tutu. I mean, it's all good. As I continue doing, my thing is, if I continue doing, I'm going to get better and better and better and better, or I'm gonna get funnier and funnier about it. I mean, something's going to come out. Oh, well, over it. But anyway, so I went on and I did it, and I just had a burst of inspiration. I created merch, which I'm Worth It came out. I was like, I'm worth it. And that's just me. This is just something that I have to remind myself. I'm worth the investment. I'm worth the rest to take my PTO. I'm worth every dime that my employer gives me, every single dime. I'm worth way more than what they give me, actually. You know what I'm saying? But I'm thankful for what they gave me. You know, they give me. You know, I'm worth every dime. Any good man that recognizes who I am and what I bring to the table will get every can will attest to it if they give me a chance. You know, if you get past the persona, they'll get the chance. You know, so that's where this shirt came from. And a friend of mine said you should change it up to cursive. You know, I said, you know, I do. And I have another one that I've already worn that is I'm worth it in cursive and or more fancier letters in pink. And of course, the pink is because pink is my favorite color. So I got these shirts. I got merch. I then created merch line. I got I created my own logo. You know, I created my logo. This logo right here, I created that all on that first week of October. That's when I just found me a place where I can create my own logo. And I created two of them. I presented it on IG, said which one should I do? And most people agreed that this logo matches better with what I do. That is talk. Talk. That's what I do. And you are so worth it so much more. And so I did that and I got on here and I created my logo. I put it on merch. I put it on everything that had according to AKARA. Got I did I set up my separate IG page and Facebook pages and Bigo Live for sure. I really set it up so that Bigo Live can be here because I go there occasionally because I heard it through Jason Lee. Shout out to Jason Lee. I absolutely love you, and I haven't got a chance to read your book. I've seen your progression, and I am so proud of you, Jason Lee. I know I'm just a regular old chick, but I am, and I'm so proud of you, Jason Lee. Um, of everything that you've accomplished and overcame. I'm not gonna cry, but I watch him a lot, Hollywood Unlocked, and I heard about Bigo Live, and I went there, and I've been on here, and they've always showed up in greater numbers than any other social media site. Excuse me. Oh, no vid. I don't got vid. I know this because I test constantly. Thank God. I don't have to do it weekly like I used to do at work, but I do it. Not so much. I haven't done it recently, but I did get a home test, and I don't have COVID. Child, no. People cough sometimes. Doggone it. All right. People still get colds. People forget about colds and the regular old flu. But anyway, so that's where, in that first week, I developed the morning chat. I got my little sound. I got my sound card. I would lift it up because then it'd be all crackling and static. But I got me my sound card and my mic that first week of October, and I developed the morning chat, where instead of riding with me to work, I do about 30, 45 minutes of just talking like I would if I was in the car. And that's how that is. And then in August, prior to being kicked to the curb by my bestie, I love you. But I get it. I love you, actually. I really do love it because it hurt, but sometimes what's best for you hurts when it first happens, and then you get over it. It's really easy. You get on here and you talk. He's like, I want to learn how to be. You don't. You do it. Nike, just do it. Just get you. I am right now filming. Okay, Melissa Photo. She is saying she's asked me a question. Now I'm just telling the people on Bigo Live and my recording. She said I want to learn how to be a podcaster. I'm pretty sure it's supposed to be a. Uh, no, my phone. I happen to have three different phones, and I use my internet. So the mic I got from Amazon. Okay, I bought the mic and the sound card. They came together. It was like what, maybe $30, $40 for both of these. It's a little sound card. Okay, what is the name of it? Just go on Amazon, search it. They come together. You can get it at any computer store. A mic and the sound card, they oftentimes come together because so many people are doing podcasting. And then this is what my mic is hooked up to, that hooks up to my phone so that you can hear me through the mic. And it also has sounds like, ah! So they have our pre-recorded sounds. And buttons that you push. See? And it's real easy. It's just a matter of making the decision. The equipment isn't hard. If you have a camera, you get you a mic. And you don't even have, I didn't start out with the mic. I started off just my phone. Just my phone. Just my phone. And I didn't even have a mic. I ordered it because of where I live. In my apartment, not where, but in my apartment, it echoes a lot. Even though I got a full house of furniture, thanks, Dad, by the way, the mic allows it to sound better on the camera. But I started out with just my phone, just sitting up here talking to y'all. Okay. As far as doing just the recordings, like I can do this and I can turn off the camera and you'll never see my face. But I went on podbean.com and I created a podcast there. Now I do pay $14 a month for access to save my recordings and distribute my recordings to Google Podcasts, YouTube, Twitter. And I think that's it so far. I will be working on at the top of the year getting, yeah, that it's a website where you can create podcasts. And that then a podcast really is just sound. It's no video involved with the podcast. It's like a radio show. It's a satellite radio show that a lot of people have, and you create it puts it in the sound wave, file, and then it distributes it with no video to the different places that you want it to be distributed to, and people can listen to it. I At the top of the year, I'm going to link my podcast to Apple Podcasts and Spotify to widen my reach of people hearing me. So yeah, Podbean. That's exactly the way. No M, like a bean, like black eyed peas that you should be cooking for New Year's Eve to eat tomorrow. That old tradition in what do you call it? But like beans, like pork and beans, baked beans, like that pod bean, like a bean. Um, and just go there and you start. And Podbean is not the only place. That's just a place I chose when I looked it up. When I got inspired, I got inspired. And I just started a whole bunch of stuff, and I was willing to invest in me because I was worth it. And I enjoy doing it. So that's where we got here now. So I am coming to the last 2 minutes before I won't be able to download this video from IG and post it on my YouTube. But I want to thank all of you who have been following me up until this point, who decided to follow me recently. I really appreciate that. That means more to me than anything in the world. It's just y'all following me, listening to me. Melissa, can I just take you into my hands and just keep you for myself? Because I really love the fact that you were commenting and I had questions. It was a conversation, and I love it when I have people on IG or any place where I go live and we're actually talking. And can I multiply you with, so that I can just have more of you and have conversations, because I love just to talk and conversation and share information and just grow. That's really kind of what I want to do. I also developed another show, Bedtime Stories, that I started promoting my bestie's book, Take All of Me, and I do book reviews. So, and the goal of that show is to promote Black authors, not the big ones, the ones that you don't know about, your neighborhood author. And the goal of that is just promoting people work, and I do enjoy promoting people's work. And my goal for that, really honestly, I don't know if YouTube won't get this. It's not going to get this one, because this one is kind of close to my heart, because the bedtime stories that I do, the whole goal was, the whole purpose from the break was twofold: one selfish, one for other people. One is to get me back reading. So oftentimes we get caught up watching shows and reality shows and stuff like that. But I'm like, sometimes we need to get back and just read. Just read fiction, nonfiction, comic books, novel, short stories, poems. Read. Open a book. Okay? Not a screen. Open a book. A hard, paper, pages, paperback, hardback, whatever. And I want to just get back to the art of just reading and letting your imagination take you there. Let the author take you on a journey as opposed to watching them take you on a journey. A movie producer. Nothing against that. I love movies, still do. But take a day out of the week, just read a book and review. The second one is to promote, and I'm not saying this in order of importance, is promoting books. These authors that people don't know is out there writing books, telling their stories, and they're good. And no, they're not Toni Morrison, okay? It's Lisa Stephen, and she wrote a book. You know what I'm saying? It's Michelle Elaine, and she wrote a book. You know what I'm saying? So, yes, with IG, I found that if I go over an hour, I can't download the video this live so that I can upload it to YouTube if I wanted to. Okay. I would have to do a screen recording, and that's a whole nother monster that I don't, no. So, YouTube might get it, might not. I don't get too much love on YouTube anyway. I think that just kind of telling my story is more important right now at this point because I would have 4 minutes and I have to be like, and I may not still be able to do it because I did the interview with the author Caught Up Loving a Trill one from the first. I read and reviewed the first book, and it was really good. And I did the interview with the author here on IG Live and Bigo Live, and it went over. It got to about 55 minutes, and at the end of the show, I was not able to download it to upload it to YouTube. So YouTube haven't got it yet. I still want to piece it together for YouTube, or I might just do a short video, a short on YouTube, and say, "Hey, go to IG and watch it because it's very good." Um, but you on IG, Melissa, you can go to my my videos and find that interview with the author. It's very good. I also did the interview with the author with Lisa Stevens after finishing her 2 book combo of Take All of Me. And we just really discussed it's good. I love talking to the author. So, after reading their book, it's like, where did you come with this concept? Is any of it real? Is it, was it what made you do it? It's just interesting, and I love doing it, and I love promoting other people's stuff. And I ideally, okay, sure. Let's see. Okay, I have what my IG people is showed up. They want to be a part of the video. I don't never do this. Let's see. Hey, how are you doing? Uh huh. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, it was something that I've always wanted to do, and I just never had the time to do it. I am a legal assistant. Yeah. I'm do more of the administration type thing. But yeah, there it is. I say this is it's not paralegal per se, even though I have the degree for it. Exactly. I feel like Well, the very first one was the friend of mine's that I started doing podcasting with or vlogging with, which was Lisa Stevens, and I knew she had a book, and so that was easy. It's like, girl, do an interview with me. So that was easy. But the second, this Caught Up Loving the Trill one, I just put I'm like, hey, does anybody know? I just contacted some friends that I knew that were either authors or new authors and say, do you know somebody that has a book out right now that I can read their book and continue with my reviews? And this one, Michelle Elaine, is the sister of a good friend of mine who is an author, and her sister, I did not know was a whole author as well. So I was like, oh, she's an author? She said, yeah. So she gave me her sister's number. I contacted her, and she gave me the first book free. And I interviewed that, and so I met her. She's here in the Atlanta metropolitan area. So that was kind of easy. Most of them I do know, though. I'm probably the same way. The same way I just I'll send out a text message, say, hey, anybody else? Anyone new? But right now I have a she has two other books. Okay, so I read the first one. This is the second one that I'll start tomorrow. With the first and second chapter. And during February, during Black History Month, my father sent me a book called The 1619 Project that I'm going to read that one. That's by a bestseller, Nicole Hannes. The 1619 Project. He sent me that, and I want to do that review. And it seems like a really good one. I had did the illustration on Christmas. No, the day after Christmas, last Sunday. I did the illustration. I read the children's book of that, and then I'm going to do that one for February. The actual novel that I'm going to do that in February, and then I'm going to continue with the other two books to this continuation of this one. And then after that, which these are small books, so I should get through those in, like a month. Do I actually write it down on my calendar? No, but it's in my head. I know what I'm going to do. It's just me. So I know that I'm going to do this, and I'm like, okay, I plan to do it on this day. What I should do, yes, is put it down on the calendar and write it down, but I already know in my head what I'm going to do. Hmm. Oh, wow. I haven't seen that in years. Uh huh. Oh, child. I mean, like, I haven't gotten to the point where I'm making money from this. This is just something I enjoy doing. Because one day it's going to happen. I feel like it's just, I just did it. Just, I have the information. Let's do it. Let's go. And once I started doing it, it just became serious. And then I got me this. Well, this is almost dead now. I mean, I don't got all. I have my notebook, and I just be writing and jotting down. I have other ones that I'll start in the new year, but I'll jot down all kinds of ideas and everything of what I want to do. I have a vision board or Well, let's travel to my room of vision boards. So I was thinking, I said, as you was like, I need to unplug. Let me unplug for you since this has gone way beyond. This is awesome. Hold on. Big old Ethan's going to have to. Okay, hold on. Can you still hear me? Oh, that's okay. This is how I started anyway. So. So I started out right here. I did this 2 years ago, and I just did pictures. I never understood that because that piece don't always have. You know what I'm saying? I said this is my vision board where I use the magic to cut out pictures of what I want. Okay. Um. Yeah. Right. So and I just got these right. How I like to see myself, but that doesn't really work. That so I have the goal. This one I did in 2019, and I just write down my goal. Um, I got over, I would say about 80% of that. I didn't take the 500. That didn't happen. But I got health insurance. I got, well, I got the health insurance because I got the permanent job where I'm working now. And, yeah, so I got, because I was, big for me, real. I got my, I didn't have a vehicle. I got my vehicle in the middle of the pandemic. 2020. Now, this didn't happen. I did this in right out of 19. This didn't happen in the 20. So I got my job. Yeah, yeah. That's exactly what it is. And so then I also I started in 2020, later in 2020, I started getting just like these little cards. especially in 2020. So I achieved getting my vehicle, getting a job, having health insurance, and my place where I'm staying now. So, because before I was in New York. I am 49. Did you hear? Yes. Actually, hold on, I'm hooking you back up. I'm putting you back in the matrix. So, I am 49. I'll be 50 in 4 days. Thank you. Exactly. Yes, yes. Now, you said you were 51, and because you've done it already. So, the cool, so you just do it. I mean, once you get inspired, you just jump out there and you do it, and the success, you're not, I don't have the disillusionment, if that's the right word. Yeah, the disillusion that success is this. Success is setting a goal and accomplishing it, whatever it is. I wanted to do, between me and God, I was like, I want to do a podcast. I think the differentiation between me and my previous partner in podcast was I was really serious about like making this a thing. Wasn't something that was just, I was doing it on the side and I was having fun, but I also wanted to, let's take it further. Let's go to a real podcast. Let's get it out there. Let's do something consistently, weekly, video editing. Let's get a logo. Let's take photo shoots. Let's make it professional. Not just like, I'm not just on here just yammering, just to yammer. I'm giving you something, and for her, it's not that she just talks. She really gives really good information on how to prep for certain things. She has the time to research news that's coming out. She got really, but it's just kind of like, I'm just doing it. I'm just telling y'all. Y'all listen if y'all want to. I'm like, let's broadcast it. Let's let everybody know. Let's get people to know, learn about it. But she's more laid back about it than I am. And that's where I feel, and everybody comes around, but yes, it is. It's definitely, yes, yes, yes. And you'll keep, yeah, exactly. That's exactly. Hmm. And and that, man, thank you. No. Oh my God. Okay, you're bringing a tear to my eye because that's what I keep telling myself. I'm not trying to rush it. You know what I'm saying? Right. Exactly. Right. Right. Exactly. Right. Exactly. That's exactly how I feel. And this is what you're saying to me is confirmation. And I just do, I show up. I come, I give, I show up. And I just believe that if you continue doing it, Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Oh no. I never. That never been a funny for me. Some people laugh at false. I mean, if you were being funny, if you were, it was purposeful, like you were right. When I hope I continue making y'all proud, man. Because and I'm just trying to be authentic, and I know I'm not going to be able to please everybody all the time, but I try. I pray about it and like stay authentic. So I try my best to stay authentic, authentic. Because sometimes it's I'm on here, I'm putting on for y'all today. Trust me, this is when I get off of here, I'm going to lay down. And it is. It is actually because usually what I was doing for the last 3 months, as I've been doing this morning chats between 6:30 and 7 in the morning before I went to work, and it came to a head this Tuesday morning, this week, this past week on Tuesday, where it's like I can't. Not that I didn't want to, but I couldn't. I was tired because I'm doing this and then going to work. And then I tried to incorporate little news snippets like, hey, this is happening over here in Iraq, and this is happening. And it was just taking a toll on me. Excuse me. Being tired, getting up so early because I was having to get up. Excuse me. Goodness. I just have a cough attack. I do, and I'm sitting up here looking for all the no water. Give me a minute. Let me get some water. Ooh. My throat is dry as hell. Ooh. Ooh. That's the other thing about when you're talking a lot. Ooh, it dries out your throat. And I realized I'm like, hello. Again, you learn as you go. I learn as I go. And so, whew, next time, bottle water, because I'm usually not on this long. But what was I talking? What was I saying before I got interrupted by my about being genuine? Yeah, being genuine is it is tough to yeah, it is exhausting because oh yeah, I was saying how it came to a head trying to do all of this before I had to go to work, drive into work. And I mean, just wanting to give people more than just, girl, let me tell you, last night I had a dream, you know, and giving them some news and all this stuff, and I was just tired, and I can feel it. I was able to. I felt it in my body. Like I'm tired. Like the night before, I came in the house. I was so tired. I came into my home, and I usually sit down, watch TV, fall asleep on the couch after eating dinner. I came in. I think I tried to turn on the television. I didn't even know I didn't lock my door. I went to bed and I slept. Oh, it was such a wonderful sleep. It was such a wonderful sleep. I went to sleep and I did not get up until after what I would have gotten up for. Because I was getting up at 4:30, 5 o'clock in the morning to prepare to come on. And it was tiring. I enjoyed doing it. I was able to do it every morning for for the last 3 months, but it just got tiring getting up that early and then going in and then giving my job 100%. So it's like, I might have to cut back on the morning chat. Yeah. And I mean, I did because that's what I had. That was the camera that I had. I don't have a vlog camera. I like the mic because it sounds more clear because it's not even an iPhone. It's a Samsung um, S20. It's the most recent Samsung Galaxy phone. Mm-hmm. Uh, this is my right side. Oh. Uh huh. Mm-hmm. Right. Because with the ring, I do. Funny thing is, I have the ring light, and that it's a more softer yellow light that I use because I can change the level or type of light that it shows, and that is funny you said that because that's what I use, like that warm yellow gold ring light. Hmm. Today, yeah, I'm just using the natural light because it's like, hmm, yeah, okay, so I feel you on that. Thank you. Yeah. Oh, I probably Amazon. Amazon for everything. Just like I got this, I just like let me find out how much these mics are. I was only looking for a mic, and they gave me the whole thing together. This is this device. Yes, and this is a that's small because they have bigger ones, and I think because I put out a text message to my family, my siblings, because my parents, my mom and my stepfather passed away. Um, so I put out APB like my birthday is coming. Y'all can get me something. You can get me something from Amazon, and I think my brother may have got me a bigger format of this, the bigger one that has more sound effects and like I can adjust I can make it echo. I remember how to do it. Huh? I'm trying to remember how I did it. Echo. I know once. Yeah, like the echo, like that. And that sounds like Whitney Houston a little bit, just remind you. But yeah, and I be acting. I'm a whole fool sometimes, and I enjoy it. It's fun. I'm not trying to be Eddie Murphy or anything, but Yeah, indeed. And as a great actor, I love Eddie Murphy. He's a really good actor. Indeed, indeed. So, but yeah, I'm not trying to take over for. That is so cute. So, are you still? I'd be like, you getting all this terrible hair right now? It's all just up here. You trying to keep your gray though? I understand what you're saying. I've had my locks for. I stopped counting. It's been a long time, but I maintain my own. But I know I would be able to do it. I've always maintained it was either me or the person who initially did my locks. And I haven't seen her in a while. I don't even know where she is, if she's even in Atlanta anymore. But are you still in New York? Or, I mean, do you still live in? You say, hmm okay. I was like, I'm because I have family in Rochester. It's not that far up. Yep. Really, my cousin, I'm pretty sure aunts have worked at Kodak at some point. I do remember, but I have a few family members that's up there that I visit Rochester. So yeah, but I'm originally from DC, so I'm in Atlanta. I'm down here in the South. It's just raining and warm for the holidays. Thank you. I'm glad it's like in the high 60s, low 70s on New Year's Eve. Okay. Well, I enjoy talking to you. I don't ever do this, but it was a pleasure. You just was everything that I needed confirmation on, and I appreciate it. Really? Well, we are both each other's first. Thank you. Thank you. I trust me, it was so much more, so much appreciated. I needed to hear it. I honestly believe God sent you my way. You were what I've been praying for. honestly, you said everything. It's like, this is the person? Is this the person I've been asking for? I really appreciate it. You really confirmed a lot of stuff that I was questioning. I thank you. I sure will. I'll send it to you in the message as soon as I get off. Like when you get off, I'm gone. I'm out. You too. Okay. I definitely will. Okay. Thank you. Bye. You too. And great new year. Thank you. Thank you so much. You too. Bye. I promise that I'm going to do that for her. Y'all, I gotta let y'all go. I done left y'all.